Hello everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. How are you guys doing? Is my voice and video clear to everyone? Please confirm yes by writing yes in the comment box. Just write yes in the comment box so that I can know that my voice and or video are clear so that we can start the session. Hi Laksh. So guys, just confirm it once in the comment box, then we'll start. I hope your preparation is going really good. Okay. Chalo. Okay, so let's start today's session. And in this session, we are going to cover all the important current affairs from 22nd till 30th of September. So the last week of September, we are going to cover all the important news. Again, we'll be connecting the static portion also along with your current affair news because if you don't understand the static terms, then it would be very difficult for you to get a proper clarity of the current affairs. And we'll be solving the questions along with that. Okay, chalo. So let's start the session. So the first news is Cabinet approves capacity building and human resource development scheme with an outlay of 22,277 crore. Now, this scheme is about what? Capacity building and human resource development. So let's see what kind of questions can be framed for your exam point of view. Then we'll see the news in detail and then we'll see the answer of that question. So the question is the newly approved DSIR or CSIR scheme focus primarily on which of the following sector? Sports, STEM, agriculture, or tourism. So let's see the news in detail, then we'll see the answer. Okay. So what is the purpose of this scheme? The purpose is basically to support the young researchers that they should build their career in which area? In the STEM area. STEM means what? Science, technology, engineering, medical, and mathematical sciences. Right? So that is the purpose of this scheme. STEM, right? STEM based research. So I'll be helping you to make short notes also, how to make short notes, right? And again, who is going to implement this scheme? This scheme is going to be executed by CSIR and all its labs, right? Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Now, what is the total outlay of this scheme? How much money is being provided? How much budget is provided for this scheme? 2,277 crore rupees. Double two double seven CR. Okay, so that is the purpose of the scheme. Okay, capacity building and human resource development. Right. So this entire news has been converted into your a flowchart based short notes. Is it clear? Got it? So these are the things which you have to remember. So the correct answer is what? Question was focus primarily on which area? So correct answer is STEM sector. Okay, got it? Chal. I hope it is clear, everyone. Next news is Union Minister Piyush Goyal inaugurates APEDA's first regional office in Patna, Bihar. Now, see, again, here we'll be focusing why they have launched in Bihar, because if you remember that in the union budget of 2025, the government has launched a very important thing. What was that? In Bihar, they have launched a very important thing. So that was the Makhana board. Okay, and please remember that Makhana, Mithila Makhana has received a GI tag also, right? So in order to promote the Makhana's export, APEDA has opened its regional office, right? What is APEDA? Agriculture and Processed Food Export Development Authority, right? So let's see the question. The inaugural export from APEDA's newly opened Bihar office was of. Basmati rice, Mithila makhana, lychee, or mango? So we'll see the news in detail. Then we will see the answer. Okay. Chalo. So first of all, APEDA has opened its office where? In Bihar, right? For what? For the promotion and export of Mithila makhana, right? And Mithila makhana is has received the GI tag also. Now I'm asking you all that. Can you tell me for how many years a GI tag is provided to any product? Please mention in the comment box. Okay, if you know this thing, please mention in the comment box how many for how many years GI tag is provided. It is provided for 10 years. Please remember this thing. By and who provides this? It is being provided by the Geographical Indicator Registry of India, which whose office is based out of Chennai. Okay, chalo. So correct answer is Mithila Makhana. Got it? Next news is Prime Minister marks 11 years of Make in India initiative. Okay. Now again, this scheme is what? Scheme is one of the umbrella scheme. When Modi government was formed in the year 2014, this was one of the most important scheme. Okay. So let's read some basic stuff about Make in India. Okay, first of all, it was started in which year? It was started in the year 2014. Now, what was the main purpose of this scheme? Can anyone tell me? Basically, to become reliant in what? Manufacturing. Atmanirbhar in manufacturing area, right? So, the objective of the scheme was to promote manufacturing, to promote job creation through manufacturing. Because let's say if you're starting any factory, okay, to let's say to manufacture some product. Let's say you are creating a pen. So you will be hiring employees. So you are promoting what? Job creation, right? Also to help ease of doing business. For example, you want to open a factory, you need land. Right now, there is a very tedious process to get a land and other approvals. So in order to help the businessmen start their own business, ease of doing business was of the focus area, right? And under this, 25 sectors have been the focus area, right? Please remember this thing, right? And all these 25 sector, 100% FDI has been allowed through the automatic route. No approval, nothing. You can directly invest here, right? Is it clear? So please remember this thing. Now, Make in India 2.0 has already been started. It was started from 2018. Okay, and again, it is going to focus on the broad. Two more sectors have been added. 20. It has now become 27 sectors, right? So please remember this thing. Chalo. So the question is the Make in India initiative launched in 2014 is led by who is leading the entire initiative Make in India? DPIIT, Niti Aayog, SEBI or RBI? Please remember this thing. This initiative is spearheaded by DPIIT. What is DPIIT? Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. And this department comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Please remember this thing, right? Please remember this is very important thing here. Now let's see the current affairs. So basically 11 years have been completed. Now see, this news is not important. The scheme will become very important. The Make in India scheme. So the static part becomes very important. Okay. So under DPIIT in bracket you can mention Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and they are going to focus. Make in India 2.0 is going to focus on two more key sectors, right? Apart from earlier it was 25 sectors, now it has been 27 sectors, right? This will be your short term. The static part becomes more important here. Okay. So B DPIIT is the correct answer. Next is India's first central tissue bank and cashless V office inaugurated at MATES, Delhi. What is MATES, Delhi? So it is basically the place where I'm going to tell you that it is basically Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences, right? So India's first central tissue bank for dental healthcare has been established where? Okay, so AIMS Delhi, NIMHANS Bangalore, MATES New Delhi, or PGI Chandigarh, right? So please remember it has opened at Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences. So what are the keywords here? First keyword is your first central tissue bank. Okay. Second is the venue where it was started. All right. Got it. Next, what is the purpose? The purpose of this central tissue bank is what? To improve accessibility and affordability in dental healthcare. Third is your affordability in the dental healthcare, right? So please remember this thing. And for in order to help the people get cashless treatment, a cashless V office has also been started. So four things you have to remember for this entire content. No need to read the entire thing. Okay. So please remember these things, right? Chalo. So it was Mates New Delhi. Got it? Sure. I hope it is clear, guys. Those who are watching live. Next is Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav unveiled logo and flagship initiatives for India AI Impact Summit. Okay, India AI Impact Summit. Now, before reading this entire thing, you should know what is the India AI mission. This is the static part of this particular news. Now, this entire see, in order to improve, in order to develop the AI ecosystem in India, right? India AI mission was launched, right? When it was launched in the year 2024. And how much budget is provided for the India AI mission? So it is 10,371 crore rupees has been provided, right? And the entire mission is going to be implemented by Digital India Corporation. It comes under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, right? So again, AI means what? Either it could be large language model, right? Or AI computers. Got it? So these are the various components to develop AI computing in India, to develop in AI innovation centers in India, right? AI based startups. So they're going to promote all these things. Great. Got it? Chalo. And I believe you all have heard of Bharat GPT also, right? So Bharat GPT, your Bharat Gen, everything is the part of this India AI mission. Got it? So this is the static part. I hope it is clear. So the logo of India AI Impact Summit 2026 feature what? Lion Capital, Ashok Chak, Digital India emblem, or tricolor soul. Right? So let's see the news in detail. Then we'll see the answer. So the summit was India AI Impact Summit. What was the venue? Venue was New Delhi. So two words you have to remember. Now, what was the logo which was unveiled here? So the logo was Ashok Chakra. Why they have accepted? Why they have selected Ashok Chakra? Because it is a symbol of ethical governance, justice, and values. Right. So please remember this thing. And one more important aspect of this summit was that government has announced 8 indigenous foundational AI models. So one, two, three, four things you have to remember for this entire news. Right. So I hope it is clear. So correct answer here is B, Ashok Chakra. All right. There is some disturbance in the comment box. Anyways, This is all about the India AI Impact Summit. Again, guys, see, AI related, technical related, there are few missions which you should know. First is the India AI mission. Similarly, we have two more missions which you should remember related with the computers only. That is the National Supercomputing Mission. Okay, Supercomputing Mission, right? One more mission. It is not related with computer. It was related with critical minerals. Okay, we are going to cover one more news related with critical minerals also. Okay, so these two are your homework. Please read about this. India mission I have already explained it to you. National Supercomputing Mission you should read. Okay. See, again, that is how you cover the static part also. That's why that bouncer question, it comes from these areas only. है ना? So if you read it, you can easily cover it. Okay. Chalo. Next is India partners with Australia to strengthen its organic products MRA. MRA is what? Mutual Recognition Agreement. Mutual Recognition Agreement. Right? So let's see the type of question which can be framed from this news. The Mutual Recognition Agreement on organic products between India and Australia will be implemented by which of the following organizations? So it is FSSAI, Niti Aayog, APEDA or SEBI, right? So let's see the news in detail, then we will see the answer, right? Chalo. Now, what is this? Which are the countries involved here? India and Australia. Okay. Under which cooperation, what agreement they have done this organic produce cooperation? Under the Economic Cooperation and Trade Arrangement, that is known as ECTA, right? And for what product? What product they want to boost? So they want to boost the organic products, right? And the entire agreement is going to be implemented by which agency? It is APEDA. We have just read about APEDA, Agriculture and Processed Food Export Development Authority, which comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, right? And see, in India, we have our own scheme for promoting organic product. The name of the scheme is National Program for Organic Production. Okay, so this mission, this entire trade aligns with the National Program for Organic Production also. Got it? So please remember this thing. Rest you don't have to remember. Okay. So one, countries involved. Second is the trade cooperation name. Third is the product. Fourth is the implementing agency. Four things you have to remember. Clear? Sure. Got it, guys? Yes, no? There's some this random conversation going on in the comment section. Hmm? Okay. Sure. Next news is Ministry of Ayush signs a pact with WHO to co-host second WHO Global Summit. Now, Ministry of Ayush. What does Ayush represent? Ayush basically represent the India's traditional medicine heritage. Okay. So what does A stand for? A stand for Ayurveda. Y for yoga, Unani, Siddh, and the homeopathy. Right? Although homeopathy is not originally from India, but again it is also always the part of the India's medicine system. So WHO has basically recognized this contribution of India in the traditional medicine sector, right? So let's see the question. The second WHO Global Summit on Traditional Medicine in 2025 will be co-hosted by India and which of the following organizations? UNESCO, UNICEF, WHO, or FAO. Okay, so let's see the news in detail. So Ministry of Ayush and WHO, they are going to co-host what? The second WHO Global Summit. And this summit, the Ministry of Ayush, World Health Organization, they are going to host the WHO Global Summit, and the entire focus of this summit would be of what? On traditional medicine, right? Please remember this thing. And the theme of this summit would be what? Restoring balance for people and planet. Just remember this much: restoring balance between people and planet. All right. So, how many keywords you have to remember? First of all, the organizers, the meeting, right? The theme. These three things you have to remember. Got it? So let me write it here. How you have to remember? Okay. India plus WHO second global summit. Focus would be on traditional medicine, and theme is restoring people and planet. Restoring people and planet. This is how you are going to make your short notes. Okay. Chal. Next is overviews of IAEA's 69th General Conference held in Vienna, Austria. Okay. Now you should remember what is IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, and its actual motto is Atoms for Peace and Development, right? So IAEA, you should remember few static stuff. First of all, it's established in the year 1957. Okay. Second is your headquarter. Headquarter is where? Vienna, Austria, right? Its purpose is what? Purpose is basically the peaceful use of nuclear energy, right? So atoms for peace and development, this is the motto here, right? Purpose is what? Peaceful use of nuclear energy. Got it? So please remember this thing. And there are total 178 member states, and India is one of the founding member. India is one of the founding member. Please remember these things. Got it? Chalo. And see, when IAEA got into limelight, when the 2009 India US nuclear deal happened, na, then IAEA was quite in news, right? And it actually monitors India's civilians nuclear facilities, not the military one, the civilian one, through which nuclear energy is getting generated. Chalo. This is the static part which you should know. Now let's see the news in detail. Which country became the 181st member state of the IAEA during its 69th General Conference in 2025? Nepal, Maldives, Bhutan, or Sri Lanka? Okay, so let's see the news in detail, then we'll see the answer. So the 69th General Conference of IAEA, right? 69th General Conference of IAEA. Whenever the conference is there, first of all, remember the venue. Venue was where? Again, the headquarter, Vienna, right? What was the theme of this particular meeting? Leveraging science and tech for sustainable development. So just remember, leveraging S&T for sustainable development. Okay. And who represented India? One thing you have to remember, the chairperson of the Atomic Energy Commission. See, this Atomic Energy Commission, it directly reports to the Prime Minister of India. And who is the chairperson of IAEC? Dr. Ajit Kumar Mohanty. This fact you have to remember, right? These are the few things you have to understand. Got it? Sure. Like this, you can make your flowchart notes in the side. And during this meeting, Maldives actually join it as the 181st member. So please correct it here. Not 178 members, it is now 181 members, right? Please correct this thing. 181 members. है ना? Maldives has joined it. These are the facts you have to remember. Got it? Chal. Next is India elected as member of Interpol Asian Committee as the 25th at the 25th Asian Regional Conference. Okay. Now, what is Interpol? Few things you should remember that the full form is International Criminal Police Organization. Okay, and it was established in the year 1923. Its headquarters is where it is in Lyon, France. Right, Lyon, France, very beautiful place. Okay, and there are 196 countries which are the members. India is also one of the member. Okay, so it is basically what it do what. So basically, India represent who represent India at the Interpol? It is CBI. So again, basically cross country coordination, cross police coordination, these are the things. Okay. So these are the things which you should remember. Now, what question can be framed here? India was elected to the Interpol Asian Committee for the term 2025 to 29 at the regional conference where it was held. So they are asking where was the conference and what was the venue. Okay. So let's see the news. So Interpol Asian Committee, India was elected in this, right? And there was a conference in which India was elected. It was the 25th Asian Regional Conference. So, what was the venue? It was Singapore. So, first keyword India elected in the Asian Committee. Where was the venue of this meeting? Singapore. India was represented by CBI. Got it? And what does this Asian Committee do? It basically focuses on the Asian countries, especially on the sectors like organized crime, cybercrime, issues like human trafficking, terrorism, and drug trafficking. Okay, so please remember this thing. And there are 53 members as of now in the Asian Committee. So correct answer is Singapore. All right, chalo. Next is NIPL and QNB rolls out UPI payment service for Indian travelers in Qatar. Now, right now, see again, first focus what is NIPL? NIPL is nothing but National Payment Corporation of India, International Payment Limited. Okay, so basically it looks after the internet cross-border payment or the UPI expansion in the other countries. NIPL, right? That is the main function of NIPL. Now, what in how many countries UPI is right now active? So up till now it was 7 countries. है ना? Do anyone remember how many UPI is active in how many countries? So let me write it down. Okay, all the 7 countries, you should remember this thing. Okay, first is Bhutan, second is Mauritius, third is your Nepal. Okay, fourth is your Singapore, fifth is Sri Lanka, right? Then France, UAE. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now one more addition, that is Qatar. Okay, so in 8 countries right now, UPI is now active. Okay, chalo. So the first outlet in Qatar to enable UPI payment was KF4, Lulu Hypermarket, Qatar Duty Free, or Doha Mall. So answer is Qatar Duty Free, right? Chalo. So Qatar has become the 8th country to integrate UPI. The 7 being Bhutan, France, Mauritius, Nepal, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and UAE. This is very, very important. Please remember this thing, right? And they have launched it in the Qatar Duty Free at the international airport, right? So please remember these things. These facts are very important. Chalo. So next news is RBI signed renewed SOC to FX Global Code. Okay. So first of all, let's see the question. So the FX global code is maintained by which of the following agencies? IMF, WTO, GFXC or BIS? Right? Now, before moving to the news, understand what is FX global code. Okay? So basically, it is a set of principles. Right? It is a set of principles for good practices. In which area? In the global foreign foreign exchange. Right? So it is basically the set of principle for good practices in the foreign exchange market, so that there should be not be any kind of unethical practices. So this was basically launched in the year 2017 by Bank of International Settlement. Launched, not maintained. Okay, understand, it is not a law, it is a voluntary code of conduct. Here it is what? It is voluntary. It means if you want, you can follow it, otherwise no need. So it is voluntary code of conduct. Please remember this thing. Got it? Now, why was it created? What was the reason? Because see, after 2013-15, now what happened was there were many scandals going on in the foreign market, foreign exchange market, and banks were fined for this particular mishappenings. So, in order to restore trust in the market, okay, because the foreign forex market is around $7 trillion worth of money it is getting into the market in a single day. $7 trillion, more than the GDP of India. Okay, so please remember this. So all the central banks, commercial banks, they have to follow this code, right? So RBI has renewed this particular association. So that is the news here. RBI has renewed the statement of commitment to the FX Global Code. So FX Global Code is related with what? Adherence to the international best practices in the forex market, so that everything is done ethically and no need to no type of actually unethical practices or scandal is allowed here. Okay, please remember this thing, and it was established in 2017. It is maintained by Global Foreign Exchange Committee. It maintains the code and it review it twice. Got it? It was started under BIS, but it is maintained by Global Foreign Exchange Committee. This is the thing which you should remember. So GFXC maintains this. This is the apex body that promotes, review and maintain the entire code. Clear? Any doubt, anyone? I hope everything is clear here. Chalo. Now next news is SEBI raised the custodian net worth requirement to 75 crore for risk management. Right? So what kind of question can be asked? So the SEBI Custodian Amendment Regulation 2025 raised the minimum net worth requirement for custodians too. Now what is a custodian? Custodian means who look after everything, है ना? So it is just you can understand, it is just like a safety locker. For whom? For big investors like Ambani ji, Adani ji, right? Or those who invest in mutual funds. So big investors. So what they do? So let's say these are the big investors, right? So they invest in multiple shares, bond. So this custodian, it is like a safe box. So it holds all the shares, mutual funds, right, on behalf of these investors. And it also handles the settlement. For example, let's say there is a certain kind of trade, so it will handle all these things, right? So for example, let's say if any foreign investor like Elon Musk, he has purchased some shares in India, so this custodian will keep them safe and handle all the paperwork. Okay, it is just like a broker, right? So earlier, if you want to get the custodian license, the minimum net worth required was 50 crore rupees. Now, what they have done, if you want to become this safe or custodian, they have increased the limit to 75 crore. Why they have done this? Because if you have strong financial stability, right? See again, who do you trust more, a big wealthy company or a small company? Obviously the big wealthy company, right? So these custodians handle a large sum of money every time. So they must be financially solid. Okay, then it will promote trust among the investor, right? So remember this thing. So that is the long story short. SEBI has amended the SEBI regulation of 1996, where they have basically raised the net worth requirement from 50 crore to 75 crore. Okay, and this provision is going to come in force 6 months from this notification. All right, what was the purpose here? To maintain the strong governance structure and risk taking capability. Got it? These are the words which you have to remember. 75 crore is the new requirement. Is it clear? See, if you don't understand these kind of news in a simple way, na, then it would be very difficult for you to remember it. Got it? Now, what you have to remember here, what are the keywords? SEBI. If I just want to remember to solve the question, SEBI, custodian, net worth 50 CR to 75 CR. These are the four things which I have to remember. Got it? Because my purpose is what? To solve the question in the exam. Clear? Chalo. Now, next news is what? Next news is RBI allows standalone traders to trade in rupee in NDF market. So, few new things you must have read. Standalone traders, NDF market, right? First, understand what is NDF market. NDF means what? Non deliverable contract. Okay, sorry, not contract, non deliverable format, forwards. Non deliverable forward, full name is basically forward is what? It is a type of derivative market contract, right? So it is what? NDF is a currency derivative contract. So if you have read the contract, this derivative market, I have covered the derivative market in my static session. Okay, we have talked about the forwards, forward market contract, the future contract, the options thing, है ना? So what is this currency derivative contract? Basically, we generally do contract for what? So that we can protect ourselves from price fluctuation. Okay. So again, NDF is also, it is a type of currency derivative contract. And this is used basically to hedge or protect or speculate on currency. To hedge on a currency, right? And this is generally settled in what? In a foreign currency, not in the local currency. It is settled in foreign currency. Please remember this thing. For example, if I am doing a rupee derivative, then it might be settled in dollar, not in rupee. Please remember this thing. Now let me give you an example here. Let's say if an investor wants to hedge Indian rupee, okay, INR, right? He don't want to get impacted from rupee fluctuation, but he cannot directly trade Indian rupee abroad. Why? Because not every country accepts Indian rupee. So what they will do? He will use what? NDF, Indian National Rupee, sorry. So he will use what? Indian National Rupee NDF contract. Okay. So he will use this thing in the offshore market. For example, he want to trade in Singapore. So he will use this INR NDF, right? So till recently, the Indian National Rupee NDF market was offshore only, meaning it happened outside India and was settled in dollars. Now, what did RBI allow? So basically, RBI allowed Indian banks to participate in this market also, right? So up till 2020, Indian banks were not allowed to participate in the NDF market. But in 2020, RBI said that now banks can also participate. Now in 2024, RBI said that standalone trading is also allowed. It means what? Instead of settling in only in US dollar, now trade can be settled in Indian rupees. It means we can now settle the trade or send the money for Indian rupees also. Okay. So please remember this thing. Now, what is the benefit of this? So first of all, it will reduce the offshore dependency. Earlier, everything was happening outside. Now, it can be happen in India also. Also, what rupees internationalization is also going to happen. Now, everyone will receive in rupee also. Okay, people will start using rupee. Now, why they want to do it? Because they want to decrease the dependency on what? Dollar, right? So please remember this thing. Chalo. So again, it is the part of the rupee internationalization process only. Okay. Sir, is there any course going for SBI clerk mains? Yes, it is going on for SBI clerk mains. The practice session is right now. It is active. You can visit the Oliveboard app. Okay, Lynn. You can visit the Oliveboard app and then you can see SBI clerk mains course is already going on and you can enroll in that. And whenever you enroll, you use the code Yash to get maximum discount. All right. So guys, also after this session, I would be adding this class PDF in my Telegram channel. My Telegram channel is GA by Yash Sir. Okay. So this is a very good news. RBI has allowed standalone trade to trade in rupee in the NDF market. So question is, RBI has allowed standalone primary dealers to trade in rupee from September 2025. In what type of contract? Future, NDDC, options or swaps? So correct answer is NDDC, non-deliverable derivative contract. Okay. So RBI has allowed what? NDDC standalone trade, right? So please remember this thing. Earlier it was only available to the authorized dealers. Now it has been available to everyone, right? What is the significance here? Again, India's participation in offshore rupee derivative market, making also forex risk management, and also the most important thing, rupee internationalization. That is the most important thing, and reducing the dependency upon dollar. Okay, this is NDDC going to do. Clear? Chalo. Next is RBI issues digital payment authentication direction from 1st April 2026. Yes, 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 you can do that. You can do that. है ना? So let's see the question. The RBI's new authentication mechanism for digital payment transaction will come into effect from which of the following dates? Now, again, understand. See, what are the digital payment methods in India? Digital payments through how many means you can do it? You can do it through UPI, you can do it through net banking, है you can do it through cards, wallets. There are many things. So there are so many means to do the digital payment, and because of this, a lot of fraud is also happening. Phishing attacks, SIM swap, malware attack. There are many things which is right now happening. Now, RBI wants to strengthen this security. So right now, digital payments currently rely only on SMS based OTP. That if you want to do the payment, a OTP will receive. है ना? So this is the only authentication factor which is right now. Okay, but again, OTPs and this SMS have na, there are certain vulnerability. If your SIM is swapped, they can get the OTP, right? So right now, all the payment system providers, okay, they have to add one more authentication. Okay, it means, for example, you have to add, let's say, your CVV number, or let's say you have to add your phones, right? So, or you can add your PIN, whatever. So one more factor you have to add, right? That is going to be effective from 1st of April 2026. That is the main thing here. See, you don't have to remember so many things, right? what you have to remember, that authentication factor is going to be added in the digital payment. And which act is getting used here? The Payment and Settlement System Act of 2007. Please remember this thing. See, RBI has now, there are two or three acts which you should remember. First is the RBI Act 1934, the Banking Regulation Act 1949, and the Payment and Settlement System Act of 2007. I have created one table. Okay, I'll show you in the it is in my topic wise current affairs session. I've taken one session, I've added that thing. I will take the image and I'll send it to my Telegram channel. Please read those things. This is a very important aspect. Okay. So one authentication factor must be dynamically created or proven. So this is going to be accepted from 1st April 2026, right? And right now it is not mandatory for a cross border transaction, but for domestic it is going to be mandatory, right? Correct answer is 1st April 2026. Clear? Now next news is Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman launches GSTAT in New Delhi, the Goods and Services Appellate Tribunal. Okay, so let's see the news. So the Goods and Services Tax Appellate Tribunal has been constituted under which act? The Finance Act of 1994, the Companies Act of 2003, the CGST Act of 2017, or the Income Tax of 1961. So now guys, at least you can eliminate this thing. The income tax is a direct tax. GST is not a direct tax. Okay. So let's see what is the purpose. So the new GSTAT has been established, the Goods and Services Appellate Tribunal. Now what is the purpose? First of all, it has been constituted under the CGST Act of 2017. Okay. Now, if you don't agree with any decision of the GST tribunal, then you can appeal to the appellate tribunal, that is the GSTAT. Okay, it will act as a specialized appellate tribunal. Okay, and it will going to hear appeal against order passed by first appellate authorities. That is the main purpose here. Okay, and its office is going to be across all the states and UTs. Okay, and it is going to hear through online virtual hearings on your online filing, tracking cases, everything would be there through, you can access through the e-court portal. Okay, it is a portal where you can access it. Okay, sure. CGST Act of 2017 is the correct answer. Got it? Is that clear, guys? Sure. Very good. Next news is PhonePe received RBI's final approval to operate as what? PA. PA means payment aggregator. Okay, payment aggregator. For example, let's say if I've started any business, right? And let's say I'm selling a pen, this pen I'm selling. So I want that I can accept payment from people, can pay me through UPI, people can pay me through credit card, debit card, NEFT, RTGS, they can do anything, है ना? So I should be having a system which can accept all the different kind of payment for my business, and that is known as a payment aggregator. Okay, so recently which body or which company has received this license? PhonePe. So the RBI has granted the final payment aggregator license to which of the following under the PSS Act? Say again, licenses for anything related with the payment will be through this act, the Payment and Settlement System Act of 2007. Just a minute, sir. MS क्या लिख रहे हो? Why are you spamming? सर मैंने अभी टेस्ट सीरीज लिया, एनटीपीसी CBT 2 पेमेंट हो गया, बट ऐप में नहीं खुल रहा. इट विल टेक 1 hour. It will take 1 hour. After 1 hour you can, the test series will be open. Okay, don't worry. It takes 1 hour to get the complete access. Don't worry, it will happen, है ना. Don't get restless, हो जाएगा. So correct answer is PhonePe. Okay. So PhonePe has got the approval by RBI to get under this act to operate as what? As a payment aggregator, right? These see again, these and the new MSME sector na, they're going to, they will need some kind of payment mechanism, right? If they want to have a proper financial system, they need to incorporate some kind of what? Some kind of payment aggregator, and here PhonePe is going to help them. No need to integrate this your Razor Pay, because these are very expensive. It will be a little bit sasta, है ना. So payment aggregator, it acts as an intermediary, allowing merchants to accept digital payment without building individual payment gateways. Payment gateways are like what? For example, you do the payment at Oliveboard. It is redirected to a payment gateway. For example, it can be Razor Pay or some other, है ना, MobiQuick or something else. So right now, in order, you don't have to integrate anything. It is expensive. So less expensive option is payment aggregator. Okay, chalo. Please remember the name of the act. Act is very important, and the company. Yes, yes, it will happen. Don't worry. Please wait. Next is PayRupee partners with BriskPay to expand into cross-border payments. So again, it is a very direct news, है ना. It is mostly a agreement, है ना, between two companies. So PayRupee has partnered with which company to expand cross-border payment services under the PSCB model. So just remember, it is the BriskPay. Okay. So two companies, PayRupee, BriskPay, they are doing what? They will be acting, they have received a license to act as what? Payment aggregator for cross-border payments. Okay, not for domestic payment. Okay, so this partnership, again, it is going to be a one-stop solution both for domestic as well as the international transactions. So they are going to get the license for both international transaction as well as domestic. International plus domestic. Now it is going to help whom? For traders, exporters, freelancers who are working abroad, right? So to receive the payment, it will be very easy. It will be very seamless, efficient, and cost effective, right? It is a reliable cross-border transfer. It is going to help you. Got it? These are the three keywords which you have to remember. Chalo. Now let's move to the next report. Kroll report 2024. Virat Kohli retains top Indian celebrity brand ranking at $231 million. 231 million US dollar. Very rich. Okay, so let's see the questions. According to the Kroll celebrity brand valuation, the most valued female celebrity in India. Okay, so see again, this type of news is a 1 or 2 star news. You want to read it. Otherwise, you can skip it also. But banking, finance, and economics, those are very important. You have to read each and everything. So number one in male is Virat Kohli, right? In female, Alia Bhatt is at number one. Got it? So two things at least you should remember. Alia Bhatt at 116 million. Now next news is very important. This is a 5-star. This can be asked in your exam. Hindi drama Homebound nominated for Oscar Award 2026. Okay. So they can ask the name of the what? Name of the movie. Got it? So India's official entry for the 98th Oscar 2026 in the Best International Film category is Article 370, Lapata Ladies, Homebound or Kantara 2. So Homebound. Now what you have to remember, do you have to remember this much? Not at all. Just remember the name of the movie, Homebound, directed by Neeraj Ghevan. Okay, two things at least you should remember. Rest not at all required. This is just for your understanding. Okay, chalo. Movie name and director's name. Two things you have to remember. If you want, you can remember the name of the producer also, Mr. Karan Johar. Producer is who? Who puts money in the movie. Director is who gives all the cuts and takes. Okay, in which angle the movie should be shot. Got it? Because I was very confused in my childhood that what is the difference between producer and director. Chalo, so it is homebound. Let's see some of the appointments. Committee of Cabinet approves new DGs for CISF and Indo-Tibetan Border Police. CISF, Central Industrial Security Forces. The forces which you see at the airport, at the museums, and the important industrial areas, those are known as CISF. ITBT, Indian Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Mostly on the Nepal-Bhutan border, you will find them. Okay. So, who has been appointed as the new DG of ITBP from September 2025? These are the options. Let's see the news in detail. So, for ITBP, it is Mr. Praveer Ranjan. Okay, sorry, Mr. Praveen Kumar as the DG of ITBP, Indian Tibetan Border Police, and Praveer Ranjan as the DG of CISF, Central Industrial Security Forces. Right? Two things you have to remember. You don't have to remember about their history. Not at all required. Okay, chal. Next is WTO report 2025, AI to boost trade by nearly 40% by 2020. Now, what report we are talking about? We are talking about the World Trade Report. Okay, World Trade Report. So, according to WTO's World Trade Report, AI could increase global trade by how much percent? Now, two things you have to remember. First of all, name of the report, World Trade Report. It is released by WTO. Okay, releasing agency, please remember this thing, and the important finding. So what are the important finding here? So first of all, WTO's World Trade Report. Okay, title was what? Making trade and AI work together. Trade plus AI. Just remember like this. And the findings was that it is going to increase the global trade by 34 to 37%. Got it? Rest, no need to read anything. Clear? So it is the finding that 37% it can increase. Got it? Sure. Now next is DRDO and SFC conducted test launch of Agni Prime missile from RBML. So Agni P missile, okay, in short we call it as Agni P, recently test launched by DRDO, has a maximum strike range of, now I believe you all know that Agni 2 is 2000 kilometer range, है ना? Agni 3 3000, Agni 4 4000, like this it is the sequence. Okay, so let's see. First of all, Agni, we are talking about Agni Prime missile. Okay, developed by DRDO. Okay, plus SFC. SFC is what? Strategic Force Command. Okay, and they have tested it in a rail-based mobile launcher. Rail-based means they are using this railway network to launch this. Okay, rail-based mobile launcher. That you don't have to remember. Just remember the strike range of this missile. Strike range is 2000 kilometers. It means we can launch it from Jammu and Kashmir or Rajasthan and we can strike up to Iran also. है ना? So please remember this thing. Just remember these aspects: name of the missile, developer, and the property. 2000 kilometer. Chalo. Next is ISRO and Schneider Electric extend partnership for space mission automation. See, they're extending it, means they have been in the partnership for quite some time. So ISRO has extended its automation partnership with which of the following companies? Okay, to enhance operation at the Sriharikota Satish Dhawan Space Center at Sriharikota. So it is the Schneider Electric, right? So this collaboration, since it has been active over 15 years, and Schneider has supported ISRO in major missions such as Chandrayaan 3 and the NISAR mission of ISRO and NASA. They have already helped this. So now they have extended the partnership. So ISRO plus Schneider Electric, right, for automation, where at the Satish Dhawan Space Center, which is located where? In Andhra Pradesh. Just remember this thing. Okay, no need to read this much. Chalo. Now, some sports related news. The 2026 AFC Futsal Asian Cup qualifiers, India registered first ever international victory. Now, this is a one-star news. Just remember. So, India registered first ever international futsal victory by defeating which country? Okay. So, let's see the news. What is the event? Event is what? The Futsal 2026 AFC Futsal qualifiers. Venue was Kuwait. So, venue is Kuwait. Event is the futsal. Okay. And India has defeated which country? India has defeated Mongolia 3-0. Got it? Rest, no need to read anything. Right? So, Mongolia. So, any sporting event, just remember the name of the event, a venue, and who is the winner. Now, very important news, sports related. This can be asked in your exam. FIFA unveils trio of mascots for 2026 World Cup. Why there are three mascots? Because this FIFA World Cup 2026 is going to happen in USA, Canada, and Mexico. That three countries, that's why three mascot. This is Maple, this is a, we'll see the news, okay. So the official mascot Zayu unveiled for the 2026 World Cup represent which country? So every these three countries, all three are representing one animal, okay. So first of all, Maple, it is a moose. This is Maple, it is a moose, it is representing Canada. Zayu is a what? It is a Zayu is a jaguar. It is representing Mexico. And the national bird of USA, bald eagle. It is representing US. So three mascots for three countries. Okay. Chalo. So USA, Mexico, and Canada is going to host the 23rd FIFA World Cup 2026. Okay. So event, venue, okay, and these three are the mascots. Okay. Chalo. So Zayu is Mexican jaguar. Got it? Chalo. Now next is Kannada novelist and Padma awardee S.L. Bhairappa passed away. So it is obituary related news. है So the celebrated Kannada novelist S.L. Bhairappa authored Parva and Mandra was awarded the Padma Bhushan in which year? So let's see the news. Some of the fact at least you should know. Please remember S.L. Bhairappa. He was a Kannada novelist and philosopher, right? And he got Padma Shri in 2016, Padma Bhushan in 2023. He has also won the Saraswati Saman. This is a very big award. Okay. So just remember three things: name, work, what work he was doing, and the awards. 1, 2, 3. So guys, this was all about the weekly current affairs from 22nd of September till 30th of September. I hope you have enjoyed the session. And if you have enjoyed the session, do give the like and do mention your comments in the comment box, right? And I'll see you in the next session. If you have any doubt, I will be sharing this class PDF in my Telegram channel, GA by Yash Sir. Okay, you can join this Telegram channel. Okay, chalo. See you in the next class, guys. Till then, have a great day. Jai Hind.